Hi Pisces, welcome to your May Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, I talk everything around astrology and tarot. For those of you who want to know more about my work, you may visit my website tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Do remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It will allow me to create more such content, free content for you. So Pisces, we're in midst of an eclipse season, and we also have Jupiter that is going to be changing signs. Now, Jupiter does this once every year, so this is quite a biggie because Jupiter is the benefactor, he's the giver. As per Greek mythology, he's also known as the god of sky, Zeus. So everything that Jupiter comes and touches in our chart, it tends to magnify. And we also have Mercury in the latter part of the month that is going to be going direct. Now, Mercury has been retrograde starting 22nd April till about 15th of May. So from 1st to 15th, try and complete things. Try and finish whether they are incomplete projects, whether you need to get some repairs done, whether you need to get your vehicles fixed, whether you need to renegotiate. Try and do all of that till the 15th. And post 15th is a time where you should start. You should begin something. Let me break down the month for you. On the 5th, we have a lunar eclipse that is there in your house of long distance travel, and it is also in the house of communication, which are diagonally opposite to each other. In both of these houses, the house of Gemini and the house of Sagittarius, are lit up for you. Now, eclipses in this house tend to affect our nervous system, and also it affects the networks that we are plugged into. So it can be that something meaningful is happening in the local neighborhood where you live. Maybe there is a lot of, you're sort of reconnecting, you're plugging back into it. It can be that you are also plugging back into society as such. You're being in touch with your school friends, you're getting in touch with your extended family. And at this time, especially the extended family could play a larger role in your life. And also, at times an eclipse in this specific part also urges us to go back and study it. It encourages us to get trained in a new field. And for you Pisces, an eclipse also in the 9th house and a 3rd house is going to be luring you out of the known and into the edge of your personal frontier. A path opens for you, and with a trust in the universe, you signal that you're ready to grow beyond the known borders. And this can involve travel, a sabbatical, or a time even of being an exchange student for some of you. And your philosophy could be altered, and you begin a course of study, not knowing how it is that it will change you. So there is going to be a quest of knowledge as far as consciousness is concerned, being an apprentice, getting your credentials, and traveling. On the 8th, we have Venus and Mars that are coming together in your house of love, romance, and creativity. It's a lovely, lovely combination. So great time for romance, great time for traveling, great time for pursuing your creative pursuits. Fabulous time. You'll find that you're no longer sitting and thinking about things and think that, oh, I wish I could have done this, or I wish I had done that. This is a time that everything is on an implementation mode, that you're going to be planning, and you're going to be going ahead, and you're going to be doing it. Also, there could be a need, a special, you could feel, you would want to be in a relationship as well during this time, Pisces, or you could feel sort of that lack more. There could just be the sense of, oh, it would have been nice if I was in a relationship. And that's about it. Also, a lot of satisfaction is going to get derived out of creative activities, and a good time to be starting any work of art, especially those combining physical and emotional, such as dance or sculpture. And even routine work could be more enjoyable for you, and you will have the drive and the creative urge to make things look or work even better. And it's also an excellent time to be hosting people or having a celebration. Now on the 15th, we have Mercury, that is the ruler of communication and travel, and that is finally going direct on the 15th. So till the time it's retrograde, finish everything that needs to get done. And from the 15th, you can start, whether they are communications, fresh communications, negotiations. Maybe if you've been having a tough time with a sibling, this is the time to be clearing that air or misunderstanding during this time. On the 17th, we have Jupiter, that is joining Taurus in your house of communication and siblings and travel and community. And on the 19th, we have a new moon as well in the same house. So your house of communication, neighborhood, community, travel, siblings is brightly lit up. Not just, I would say, in May, because Jupiter is going to be staying there for a year. So starting mid-May is the time when the Jupiter cycle begins. So educational and communication opportunities, they're going to be presenting yourself during this cycle. You may increase your knowledge and your skill set as well. And you're going to be enjoying it, even though it may be sounding like drudgery, but you're going to be quite enjoying sharpening your mind and equipping yourself more. And you will find, that you're getting along very well with your neighbors in the community, and your knowledge is going to not just grow, but you're going to be quite happy to disseminate the knowledge as well. You're going to be expressing your ideas during this entire annual transit with enthusiasm, and they're going to be received well, and you're able to understand complex subjects and explain them in such a way so that others can readily understand it. Basically, you will be simplifying things which other people generally feel challenged with. And opportunities for traveling or for studying abroad are going to be there during this time, and it's a good time to be taking a course or doing a course due to the fact that you're more receptive to learning during this transit and expanding your knowledge and your skills. For some of you, you may decide to buy a new car, or transportation opportunities may present itself. You may just feel, okay, you need to be sprucing that up, your transport, your mode of transport more, and you are going to be more cheerful and sociable, and others tend to appreciate your company as a result. Gifts and opportunities as well come through, whether they are short trips or visits or messages, or they could come through contracts or contacts with your siblings or classmates or neighbors as well. Some sort of positive news or announcement is likely to be a part of this picture. And if you are an author, you will find many opportunities, and you will also find that your creative juices are really flowing. And for those of you who are still studying, it's especially favored for you. It's a great time to be going out and traveling and studying as well. And for those of you who run your own business or are in trade, you're likely to find that sales are especially strong during this time. So in general, you'll find a lot of joy in communicating, learning, and socializing. At times also, Jupiter transit tends to bring about a mentor, a guide, a soul friend into our lives as well. On the 21st, we have Mars that moves into your house of day-to-day chores. This is the house of health, and you're going to be feeling quite proud of the large amount of work that you managed to accomplish during this transit. And in fact, you're going to be feeling quite restless as well. And the best way to handle this energy is by working as much as possible. However, you would prefer to work by yourself, Pisces. You're not in a very collaborator or working in a group mode, and you will feel like that you identify with what you do, and you will want to get the credit for it. For a lot of you, it's a fabulous time to start working out, changing your health regime, your diet, or doing some diet to improve your health. And if Mars makes difficult aspects with other planets, health problems can occur. So watch out for inflammation or fever, or even some kind of a nervous tension or too much of stress. And especially watch out for your eating habits. So poor eating habits, they could affect your health, and also likewise your workplace could get affected by this. We close a month with the sun that is moving into your house of home. So lovely, lovely aspect. For some of you, it speaks about renovating. It could indicate shifting. It also talks about buying a new place. Often sun tends to bring about that, how we are loving our home, that we want to stay in our home and we do not want to go out, because home is giving us the comfort that we need. So you will find that you are inadvertently spending a lot of time at home. This house also rules Cancer, which governs our mother. So it can be that your thoughts could be, you could be thinking about your mother, or you could be thinking about a certain, maybe a pattern that you have from her. And it's worth your while, if you have been struggling to break certain emotional patterns, or certain, maybe even difficult patterns that you recognize now that maybe your parent had. It's a good time to be releasing them and to be transforming yourself as well. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Pisces. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.